We Ben, maneno yako ni gumu. Thank you for joining. Happy Thursday. Thank you for joining. Happy Thursday. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. Thank you guys for joining. Happy Thursday. How are you doing guys today? Let's like the live guys. Happy Thursday. How is everyone? Let me know guys how you are doing, how you are faring on this good Thursday. I'm just trying to restart my laptop so that I can be able to join. Hello guys, how are you doing? Today? Wow, now what's this? Wow, guys, today it has been raining a lot. Even now I can feel the rain is still on. Even now I can still feel that the rain is still on. The rain, we are having some rain. Thank you for the like.
Kale kesho.
Thank you. Thank you for joining. Happy Thursday. Karen, mambo. Uko aje Karen? Sasa uko aje? Mi niko fine Karen. What about you? How are you doing today? How was your day Karen? How was your day? My token again. Whoa, what happened? What happened, Karen? Why was it bad? What happened? Why was it bad, Karen? Karen, why was your day bad? Why was your day not so well? Yes, hiyo token yako inaweza kusaidia upate tune ya next song. Yes. One day, one time, I'm going to use that one, Karen. Thank you so much, Karen, also for sharing my song. Stima ilikuwa ina shida so you, because there is a time that I joined you live and then you are not talking. And then I said hi, I waited, there was no response, and then I liked, I stayed, and then I just went. You know, I'm used to when I join you live, you are always hyping, you know, you are always talking, telling us, you know, a lot of things. Yeah. Very, very true, Karen. Lazima tusaidiane manzi. Thank you so much. Leo. Oh, that time. Oh, I understand. Oh, now I get it. Because I stayed and there was no response. So you had gone to prepare something for the kids. Join 660 na kuanga mpaka 9. Join 6:30. Oh, you join from 6:30 until 9. Most of the YouTubers may not have. Wow, you join Nazaria 6:30. Wow, that's too early. Wow, that's a lot of sacrifice. You are sacrificing a lot, Karen. You must be very strong, you know? (6:30 a.m.) 6:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. stima ikiwa. Wow. Congratulations. Wow, that one is a long stability. I don't, okay. I cannot have that time, you know, to do it that long. Oh, you got the advice from Kuguru 87, that guy of ours. Yeah, because I can see, because now I'm looking at your platform. There is one that you had gone for 3 hours 57 minutes. Wow, that's, you know, that's a good one. There was another that you had done for 3 hours and 18 minutes. Wow, that's also an amazing one. There is also another one that you did for 4 hours. And there is another one that you broke the record. You know, I love this. You did it for 8 hours. Wow, amazing. You did one for 8 hours. Wow. That's so nice. In fact, it's saying 8 hours 37 minutes. Wow. Then the others I can see 2 hours, 1 hour. Wow. That's so good. That's so cool, Karen. That's so cool. Today you wanted to break the record for 9 hours. Wow, that's so nice. That's so nice, Karen. I'll also now start upping up the game. I can see now. You are leaving me behind, you guys. 8 hours, 9 hours. Wow, that's so amazing. I agree. I totally agree. That's so amazing. So today you had projected to do one for 9 hours. Of course, Karen. You know, I'm very good in that section. You know, that sector, you know. I hope they are really increasing your watch hours. Yeah, you know that should be the ultimate goal. That should be the ultimate goal, Colin. Yeah, of course, of course. It's all about patience. I agree. It's all about patience. Patience is key. Yeah, I agree, Karen. Patience is key. And then and then I agree that when we are doing YouTube stuff without patience, then things are not going to work. That's for sure. That's for sure, Karen. Things are not going to work. How now? How now? Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. Let's like the live. We are here with my good friend Karen. We are here with my good friend Karen. Yes. I increase watch hours. How now? Are people not watching it? Are people not watching it? Na usiweke pilipili. Ni kukua consistent to hizo masaa ndio watu wa kuzoea. I agree, Kalen. You must have a timeline, eh? I agree. I agree to be live at allowed this time. I think that was the time that I was very, very comfortable with it. But definitely, you know, if guys are able to support you, you know, inakupea 1 hour to ngumu watu kuengage. I agree. And you know, but the good thing, once now maybe you have what can I say, maybe now guys can support you, maybe watching that 8 hours or maybe 6 hours or 4 hours, then it really becomes a very good thing in terms of increasing your watch hours. So guys, if you are here and maybe you haven't met my good friend Karen, watch out on her YouTube channel, guys. She really does an amazing work, you know. She really does an amazing work. Siko sawa? Thanks. Okay. Karen, I'm just having an egg, eh? A boiled egg. This one, guys. Yeah, people must people should, you know, people should support you and support your life, you know, as a way of increasing your watch hours, as a way of increasing your watch hours. But the good thing, you know, when you do it with a lot of consistency, just the way you are doing it, at the end of the day, it's going to bring some good results. So it's all about consistency. Consistency is very fundamental, you know. Yeah, consistency is key. Consistency is very fundamental, because when you are able to, you know, to be consistent with what you are doing, then it becomes very easy. Eddie, long time guys, long time too. How are you doing today? How are you doing today, Mr. Eddie? We are doing fine with my lady here, Karen. We are doing fine. We are doing fine, Eddie. Ati Karen, nimekubuka mtu akikuja kwa live yangu akicomplain huwa namuignore kwa Instagram. Wow, that must be someone. Thank you so much, Eddie. If you are doing fine, thank you so much. Are you Eddie, Mr. Eddie? Are you using are you using this account that I'm seeing so that maybe I might support? Yeah, Karen Eddie is saying hi. Or you have another account. You have another. Karen told me to call them bananas. You have another banana, or this is the banana that you have been using? Eddie. But then nikirealize si hata anataka kunisupport, anataka kitu hiki. That was so. Oh yeah. Now I get where the, what can I say? I get the point. Kale. Thank you so much, guys, for voting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Karen, Eddie Karen is still saying hi. Yeah, Karen, we have some guys who are just there to be opportunistic, you know. We have some guys that are there just to be opportunistic, which is such a very bad thing, you know. Okay. Let me just check out on it so that I may support. So that when now you start giving us some content, I'll be able to see it. And then much Eddie for always joining, you know. I'm one of your followers all. Thank you. Yeah, that one is now good. And I love the profile picture, you know, with a very demure car. That one is an interesting one. It's a good one. Yeah, Karen, I agree. We have so many guys that are very opportunistic. Each and every time they really want to trick you, you know, to trick you. Maybe they really want something in return. Thank you guys for engaging, which is the main reason why you would believe that peace of mind is important. I can see presence, you know, presence and mindfulness 50%, and then gratitude also 50%. Wow, that's so amazing. Let's keep on voting, guys. Here I am with Eddie. I'm also here with Karen. Thank you so much, guys, with a lot of love for joining and always for voting and contributing to our daily topics. Wow, that's so amazing, guys. Yeah, guys, we, as Karen was saying, we really need to keep on, you know, supporting each other, because that's very much important. Very much important. That's why this I don't have a lot of friends who do YouTube. Yeah, Karen, I agree. Sometimes we just meet maybe some people in life, but they really want to, you know, to take advantage of our situations, and they really want to turn it maybe into something that they can leverage on, you know. That's the kind of social mentality that we are really mired in. So I really understand. I really understand. So someone maybe just be stalking. Is it called stalking at you? Yeah. maybe using your social media platforms, as a way maybe of trying to, trying to just get something out of you, which is such a very, very bad thing. At least he boosted me and motivated me. Thank you so much, Eddie. Yeah, it's all about bailing each other's out, and we are so happy. We are so happy of you that you got something to do, Yeah, we are so happy that you got something to do, because even us, we are just here, and maybe if someone is looking for a job, we just say, just by the way, and then maybe within the process, maybe some doors just open up somewhere, and we just feel so proud. We just feel so proud. So anytime, any day, a day, you are always welcome. And thanks always also for the love and support. I always say that that's one thing that I can never, just assume that it just happens by default. No, it really happens with a reason. So anytime maybe someone just joins and just says hi, I take that one in a very, very serious way. So it's always good to see that people are progressing in life. So congratulations once more, Eddie. We really want to wish you all the best. And we know that so many things are going to happen. So many positive things are going to happen. Everything is possible, guys. Very much possible. Yeah, we have to keep on, also on the same note, we have to keep on motivating each other, because if I don't motivate you, and if you don't motivate me, then at the end of the day, we might feel that things are not working. But we never want to go that direction. We really want always to keep the positive vibes, each and every day. Thank you so much, guys. Unfortunately, the contract ended last month. Karen, man, thanks. Isakie again if possible. Karen, yeah, just be joining the lives. Just be joining the lives. The good thing about these lives, at times, you have a lot of people, and maybe in the process of saying that you need an opportunity, when we are having a lot of people, then it really becomes very easy, for the people that have really joined, especially because I have always realized one thing. Even if we are having maybe some other people outside other countries, they are very few. Most of the people, like in my platform, that really joins my lives, most of them are Kenyans. And so in the process, if maybe someone really requires an opportunity or something of such, I really keep on saying it each and every day, each and every time. And in the process, you never know. In the process, you never know. Maybe someone might be just there, and maybe he or she is just looking for an employee or something of such. And in the process, you never know, you might get an opportunity. Yeah, you might get an opportunity. So just keep on joining. Also keep on supporting Karen's work, because at the end of the day, she also have that fan base. And Karen is also saying that maybe you might also think on trying YouTube for a while. It might turn out good for you. Yeah, that's the reason why I saw that there was need for me, first of all, to be part and parcel of his supporters through subscription, so that maybe we also we also encourage Eddie maybe to give us some content on his platform. And we never know Eddie. Everything is possible. Very good thought. That's a very good thought. Baraka za Mungu hukuja different. I agree Karen, I agree Karen. So that's a very good thought that Ede, probably you should consider, and you never know what might turn out in the future. Things might turn out to be very, very good. So it's always good to give it a chance. Alright, I will in touch with you. Thank you so much, Eddie. Yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, just try it. Just try it. You may never know what might happen. Uh, we never know. We never know. That's what I keep on telling people. We never know. But it's always good to keep on maybe trying some several options here, there, and there, here and there, so that you can see if things are going to work out, positively. Kuna watu after 5 months wamekuwa monetized. Yeah. Very true Karen. Very true Karen. Yeah, Karen, I agree. Also, if they are man and can sub in for me on a meeting, that one is a little bit tricky, you know. Yeah, Karen, I agree. There are guys who are just there, and within some few weeks or within some few months, there they go and they are monetized. So there is need for Ed maybe to try out and see how everything is going to play. That one will be very, very important. Very, very important. That one will be very, very important. So guys, the first element of peace of mind, that the reason why we really need peace of mind each and every day, is all about having the clarity of the mind. We want really to be free, maybe from the negative thoughts. You haven't seen I hope you have ever experienced such a very bad day, especially when maybe you are taking your loan, or you are doing your level best, but then at the end of the day someone just spoils maybe your morning or your afternoon. Your day just looks very, very dull. Just like what Karen was telling me, that someone has been stalking her, and then at the end of the day they really want to piss her off. And in the process, all they are trying to do is just distort, or maybe just ensure that she does not have the peace of mind. So peace of mind, guys, is very, very, very important. Those toxic parent will make you hate yourself. Karen, I agree. When your parents are toxic, I agree, they can really mess up even with your life, because at the end of the day you just feel that maybe you are worthless. You have nothing that is left for you, and in that process of being that process of maybe trying to understand why do really my parents. Sure, I agree with you, Karen. Very true. I also agree with that sentiment. And even siblings, Karen, even siblings, we have at times in our lives, we even have some parents, some siblings that are also very toxic. And then at the end of the day, you just feel you just feel like you don't belong in that place, you know. And now the moment you start now feeling that way, it really now becomes a challenge. And at the end of the day, I have had various people, you know, having some family langos or conflict, and then at the end depressed. Like there is a certain lady I used to see. Even if you become the most successful in the house, they will still make you feel useless. Very true, Karen. Very true, Karen. You know, like I have a friend of mine. I'm not going to disclose. I'm not going to disclose the name, but that friend was really telling me that the father is very, very toxic. In such a way that that person is very, very successful. But at the end of the day, despite her achievement in life, the parent, the parent is always nagging that person. You know, like today he is telling, like today the father is telling maybe that person send me this amount of money, and then by tomorrow, all the amount of money is gone. The father drank it all, and then he calls the following day, you know, and he asks for more money. And then this person was really telling me, even if I'm trying my level best, you know, to keep to keep my father at a certain comfort, so traumatizing. Yeah, that might be so traumatizing. And then on the same note, we even have toxic partners. That's another thing, you know. We even have partners that are very, very, very toxic. You have a partner, but the best that partner can do is body shame you maybe before your friends. That's so bad. Yeah. Maybe you have a partner, and maybe the best thing that partner can tell you is maybe the way you have changed, the way you are dirty nowadays, the way you are very unreasonable. You see all those type of negative thoughts. You know, they cannot really keep up. They cannot really keep up a marriage, and you just feel like you don't belong there anymore. So even partners can really mess up with your thoughts, and they can really create that element of what we may call the negative thoughts. And then once once now you are, you know, once now a certain person starts now lobbing off your peace of mind. hmm? Yeah, I agree, Karen. You know, your parent is your parent. Like the way parents are also told, you know, your son or your daughter is your daughter. Even if he or she is a thief, even if he or she maybe she is a prostitute or something of such, at the end of the day, they are your kids, and there is nothing that you can do about that. Yeah, I agree for that. Especially when maybe a certain parent now really start seeing you like a failure, maybe like you are a burden to them, maybe like you cannot do something constructive in your life. You know, all those negative thoughts. You can feel depressed. I agree, you can feel depressed. And you know, there is nothing as bad as your parent robbing you the peace of mind. That one is very, very, very bad. You know, and that's the reason why maybe you just hear some funny stories, like maybe there was a parent somewhere, and maybe there was a kind of a conflict, you know, between the parent, maybe the father with the son, and then you just hear maybe the son killed the father, and then the son just went into hiding. And it's all about the peace of mind. So the moment now we reach at that level, where maybe a certain parent now sees maybe his kid or maybe his son or his daughter, or the other way, her daughter or her son, maybe as a burden, then it becomes an issue. And the moment now you start, and at the end of the day, we are all mature people, you might get that even this parent that is down looking on you and maybe probably thinking one day you will hear you will hear my story. You should give it, you should not give, you should just go on your platform, give us the whole thing, but on one condition: you give it at the right time. You give it at the right time when mentally you are prepared, in such a way that even if your story maybe reaches on the other end, yeah, maybe that partner or that parent, maybe that we might claim that we are having some kind of a conflict with them, if that story reaches on that end, then you should be mentally prepared on how to handle the entire thing. Nikitupwa ije saa hii utani accommodate. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm saying you should be mentally stable, and mentally stable, pocket wise, everything should be good, so that when now you are ready to give us your story, we will sympathize. We will just sympathize, and that yeah, we'll just sympathize. But for now, keep it on low profile. Keep it on low profile. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And not only moving out, when you move out and when things will be stable, when things will be stable. And I can foresee that thing very, very soon, Karen. Things will be, very, very fine. Yeah, I think that should be the best time. That should be the best time. But for now, one thing that I always say, even if maybe our parents, maybe they keep on exploiting us, it's life and these things happen, there is need for us at time to just be there, just be there, and we just assume, just moving out because I really want it out of my chest. Wow, Karen, then I agree you might have a lot of, that's the story will be, I believe the story will be very tough. I believe the story will be very, very tough. If you just feel that it should just move out of your chest, then I can see the magnitude of the story. I can just try and maybe create a picture on my mind of how that story will look like. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes it's always good to start on a good footing. You just want to start on a good note, and you just want now to have what we are really talking about today to just, and that will be the course of life, or the course of life that you'll be really, really looking for. So it's always good. Wanted them to go, and you can, when you can release that thing, then you are going to have that peace of mind. Sometimes it's good just to to relax, wait for that perfect moment, make it clear with your mind, have your internal peace, and then we keep moving on in life. We keep moving on in life, because that's the context of life. So peace of mind, Karen, as I agree. When maybe we are having toxic partners, toxic parents, and maybe brothers, I agree it's a very, very challenging thing. I have heard of so many cases in some extreme cases where maybe even the kids are killing parents, you can see the magnitude. You can see the magnitude. And if you check closely, or if you just listen to the key story, you just hear maybe there was somewhere that there was no peace of mind, and since there was no peace of mind, the only thing that really resorted was all about going out that direction, whereby maybe someone just just came to his term and just said, you know what, I'm going to do it. And in the process, before they realize, wow, they have killed someone. So having peace of mind is very, very important. But at the end of the day, brothers, I talk to one, the one who does, brothers, I talk to one, the one who doesn't talk to anyone. Yeah, we have some, we have some brothers that are really just there, and they are just watching us. They are just watching us and giving us their eyes. They are really trying to just wait for the perfect moment, and then they are going to tell us so many stories, and then at the end of the day, boom, you just hear that everything just went wayward. you know that's that's something which is there, Karen. That's something that is really there. So when we have the peace of mind, we are mindful of what we do. That's the good thing with it. We are mindful of what we do, how we talk, how we treat others. But if we don't have peace of mind, we always work with the negative thoughts. So sometimes, yeah, Karen, that's what really happens. That's what really happens. I have seen, like, those guys that do not talk a lot. I was that kind of a guy. Growing up, I didn't talk a lot, but in a day you could do something that I really felt that it was very, very unfair. I could react in a very, very, I could react in a very, very bad way. You know, like I always, even today, remember, there was one of my brothers who really used to make a lot of jokes about me. And anytime maybe you just want to relax, or maybe you don't want to have a lot of jokes, he would just come and try to disturb your peace. And I remember this day, there was a knife somewhere, a knife, you see, and then I just threw that knife to him. Luckily, that knife did not get him. But you see, at the end of the day, your mental stability is very, very important. Yule mwingine unaweza mwambia kitu kama unataka dunia mzima ijue, but I really love those guys that can really be able to express themselves, because at the end of the day, when they are able to express themselves, and if you really understand their characters on how they talk, there are those guys that you can tell your information, and at the end of the day, they don't know how to conceal that information. So if it's someone that you cannot always, yeah, but you see, at the end of the day, it's lack of peace. You don't want to be disturbed. You don't want, a lot of issues, but there is someone who is always distorting your peace. So I just took the knife. I just drew the knife. Luckily, that could be another story. Today I always reflect on that thing, and I just see how important peace of mind is. So Karen, I was saying, we have some family members, at the end of the day, they don't really understand how to have the mouth break. They are not there. Just the way you kids, you can just be at home, and then there is this one kid who is very, very stubborn, always disturbing your peace. And then at the end of the day, you just find yourself that you have took the knife, and in the process of taking the knife, my peace was very, very important. He never disturbed me again. So that hasira thing, it can really destabilize your mind. So your mind should always be, just be stable. Like me, I really love the peace of mind. When I have peace of mind, I really feel that I can be able to think, I can be able to do a lot of things. But once now an individual, a certain person now start destabilizing my mind, I always feel very offended. So peace of mind is very important. So peace of mind is such a fundamental thing. So the other thing that comes with the peace of mind is all about the gratitude, having that element of gratitude and saying, you know what, things have really worked. I'm very grateful that today it was a good day. And even if it was not such a very successful or maybe a good day, you are able to give thanks, because gratitude is more about giving thanks. You give thanks because you have the peace of mind. Yeah, like us guys maybe that are in business, gratitude is something that keeps most of us going, because at the end of the day, you might open your job and then maybe that day you are not going to have client or customers, but since you have the peace of mind, things are running smoothly, efficiently, just the way they should learn. Even if you don't make sales, or even if things maybe that day was tough, we are just there always giving thanks, and we always give ourselves, we always keep pushing ourselves with a lot of hope, saying that tomorrow it will be such a... Karen, go ahead with your question. Uliza swali. So gratitude is very important, and it's always realized when we have peace of mind. Also compassion, we are very compassionate about the welfare of others. Would you care about a lady that you are afraid? Would you care about a lady that is your friend, but you are not intimate with her? How is that question? Yeah. Maybe let me just try and rephrase it, and you just tell me if that's your question. Would you care about a lady who is just a friend? Me, I have no issues. I have no boundaries. That's the thing. Me, I always have no boundaries. Even if you are a lady, even if you are a man, me, I have no boundaries. Okay, I have my own boundaries because I always respect. I always respect. If they are ladies, I respect them. But if maybe they have some issues that I can be able to solve, then why should I not solve them? That's how I take life. The act of I always operate on a free will. Free will. That's the element where you can interact with someone, you can understand maybe their issues, and maybe if you are at that position where maybe you can be able to solve those issues, then why should I not intervene? Yeah, that is me. People are different, but that is me. I have no issues in I always believe in the concept of compassion. you know I always believe in the concept of compassion. So compassion to me is very instrumental, because I always also know, on the other hand, maybe I might have a lot of issues, and you never know if they are going to be resolved by a lady or a man, or any person, you know. But what I really love about life is all about understanding. You know, I understand how maybe a certain friend is experiencing, and we keep going on, in life. So Kalen, that is me. Kukea that ile ya kusema hi. Yeah, me I know I have no issue. I even call some of my old friends and they are ladies, and I'm always okay with that. I'm always okay with that. Always ask them, how is life treating you? Hmm? And up to date, I have so many good friends. Me, I believe I always operate on what we may call the universal love. Yeah, I always operate on the universe, on the basis of universal love, because I always believe in that concept. Universal love is very important, very important, and without universal love, then things are a little bit tricky. Someone told me they cannot care about someone they are not intimate with. Okay, people are different. People are different, but I think I'm different now when it comes to that. You know, it's not all about intimacy. That's the thing. It's not all about intimacy. It's all about having that essence of empathy. Yeah, you know, Karen, as we said, there are those people that are always opportunistic. I believe that's being selfish, and at the same note being opportunistic. But to me, I think that's a different territory. To me, that's a different territory, and I really love operating on the basis of universal love. So me, I can check out on anyone, just ask them how they are faring on, and even sometimes, you know, it's always good to be real. Even sometimes you just meet with someone, she is a lady, you know her, and they just tell you, you know, A, B, C, D, I don't have this, I don't have that. And if you're in a position to bail out, you just bail them out and you keep moving on with life. Then if the person is my friend, they might come, they might con me because they don't care. Yeah, of course. You see, now when someone now just start thinking from such type of line of thoughts, I always believe that someone should be very cautious, you know, when maybe disclosing some vital information about yourself, maybe to them, and yeah, and you know, financial matters, you know, your personal life, you know, because they can do anything just to make you give in, of which it is very wrong. But to me, I really love the essence of universal love. It doesn't care, you know, when you take life as universal, you can interact with anyone, you know, without even expecting any kind of benefits. The same way, Carlen, I always say, in life, we really help a lot of so many people. We really help a lot of many people. But one thing that I have always kept at the back of my mind, if I'm in a position maybe to bail out someone, I'll never keep on, I'll never expect any form of return from them. That's me. I'll never expect any form of return from them. But at the end of the day, if I'm able to just chip in, I chip in, and that is it. Bye, acha nilalishe mtoto. Sawa Karen, thank you so much for joining. Wow, that was very nice. Thank you guys for joining. How are you doing, guys? How are you doing this good Thursday? Hmm. How are you doing this good Thursday? So guys, another way that we can really have peace of mind is we can also seek peace of mind through maybe meditating. Meditating is very, very important. When we really talk about meditating, this is where a deep thought, maybe on how you can be able to resolve them, and then at the end of the day, uh, you come up with a solution, because solution is very, very important. Solution is very, very important. And some other people have really focused on journaling. I think I also do a lot of journaling, and I think we all do journaling. Like there are some people who can show you their pictures, when they were at their lowest moment, when things started getting better, and now maybe the position at which they are. That's a form of journaling. You keep on understanding the physics, or you keep on understanding the levels at which your life is really, really moving on. That's very, very important. So journaling can also really give us what will be where God's grace have really taken you. That's very, very important. Then the other issue is all about the self-care. I think in most of my lives, I have really, really focused on self-care. But as we always say, self-care is your number one priority. If you don't really care about yourself, I don't think that there will be someone just to care for you. So self-care is always very, very important, and it can also give you what we may call the peace of mind. So the first thing to understand, you have to have your self-care. This is where you handle your issues. Yeah, you handle them with a free mind, and you understand maybe on how you can be able to resolve those issues. That's very, very important. So as we said, one of the key way, to ensure that your peace of mind is stable, is having the clarity of the mind. When your mind is clear that I really want to do this, I really want to do that, a lot of distractions will remove all those type of distractions. And then the moment now we are able to remove all the distractions, then we create what we may call the foundation for peace. And foundation for peace is what we are really saying that really it's a part of generation, or a generator for the stability, for the peace and stability. Then the other issue is all about accepting. And I think accepting is one of the key things that also keeps us going, and something that really, gives us what we may call, the a platform to have the peace of mind. For instance, this really happens especially maybe we are at a loss, and life is all about gaining and losing. Gaining and be it maybe we really wanted to have a certain achievement, but in the contest we lose it. So in the process of losing, acceptance is also very, very important. And the only way we can accept, the moment now we tell our mind, what, we tried but we lost. We tried and we lost. Then it really becomes a better way of creating a calm and stable situation in our mind. So acceptance is very, very critical, and it should never, never be underlooked. The other one is mindfulness. I think I have talked about that. The other issue is all about having that essence of gratitude. You really want to appreciate for everything that have really, really happened in your life, because the moment now you become that person. Yeah, the moment now you become that person where each and every time you are really focusing on understanding that this is what is really happening. But at the end of the day, I'm very gratitude. I'm very grateful that I'm alive. I'm very grateful that things have not really worked so well, but I'm very grateful that I have started the process. We really used to call them the self acclimation. Yeah, the self acclimation process where you just keep on saying and you just keep on giving. That one is also very important, and it can really give us what we may call the peace of mind. Compassion is also another one. This is where we really want to create that element of we really want to create that environment where maybe we feel the needs of others, and in the process of feeling the needs of others, we create that element of interconnectedness. We create that element of interconnectedness, and in the process of creating that element of interconnectedness, then we reduce a lot of conflict, you see. And the moment now we are able to understand the issues, or maybe the issues other people that they are really facing, then we are able now to create that element of empathy. We can be able to feel, even if the situation is being felt on the other side, even as at our point, or maybe on our end, we can be able to have that element of that element of empathy. We can be able to understand their situation, maybe how they are feeling, and everything now becomes very important. So that element is also very key. But how can we have some positive habits in ensuring that we create the peace of mind? The first one, as we said, is all about practicing what we call mindfulness. Mindfulness, I believe we all do some mindfulness at some point in life. This is where maybe we are having a lot of issues in learning on our mind, but at the end of the day, we really want to go somewhere, a good place where we just want to meditate. Yes, I'm having these ABCD issues. How am I going to do it? There are those that really love on taking deep breath. They really want to inhale and exhale. And we always believe that when you inhale and maybe you close your eyes, you are able to meditate. And when you are exhaling, you release all your problems. That is it, guys. There are those that also love doing some exercise, because exercise also reduces our mental view about the issues that you are having. So you just feel that when you just go running, when you go to the gym, any type of activity, outing activity that you really love, you really ensure that you really ensure that maybe you release the issues that you are having. So self-care, as we said, is also very important. And self-care, we have said that you can be able to do it from very different lenses, as a way of creating your peace of mind. And one of the way to create your self-care is journaling. I'm part, and I really love journaling, especially when I go somewhere. I just take some pictures, I just see, and the moment I would just watch those pictures, it just brings those good memories, on where I was, what I did, and the entire process is so instrumental. That one is very instrumental. There are those that or something of such. That's a way of ensuring maybe that you are enhancing on your self-care. Acceptance, as we have said, is also very important. Very important. And then we have what we may call the positive outlook. This is where we really want to change the perspective that we are really having in life. So this is where we really want to have positive outlook, and we really want to develop that calm environment. This is where we are able to tackle our challenges and at the end of the day we really want to maintain that stable mindset, because maintaining stable mindset is also very, very important. Then guys, finally we also need to keep on creating healthy relationship, because healthy relationship comes in, especially when we really want, by us ensuring that we are honest, that we are connecting with others, that we are fostering what we may call the mutual support to others. And in the process of doing that, you just realize that you really gain what you may call your internal peace, because your peace is very, very important. So peace of mind, those are some of the ways that we keep on creating peace of mind. And the moment now we understand on how we can create peace of mind, then life becomes a little bit better. Life becomes a little bit better. So that is it, guys, that I really had for today. So going back on our poll, we had a very, very good question, which is the main reason why you believe that your peace of mind is important. Is it clarity of the mind? Presence and mindfulness got 50%, gratitude also got 50%, and others 0%. So the topic was very, very instrumental, because at the end of the day, especially during these days where we are having a lot of issues, a lot of financial issues, a lot of marital issues, a lot of friendship issues, and in the moment of in the process of resolving all these wrangles or these conflicts, then there is need for us to keep on creating a platform that will always give us the essence of what we may call the peace of mind. So peace of mind is very, very important, and it should never be overlooked, because the moment now we understand how peace of mind really can enhance us to attain our goals, then it really, really becomes very, very important. Without peace of mind, one, we should understand that if we don't have peace of mind, then we are not even able to achieve our daily goals. That's the saddest thing, because at the end of the day, even if we'll be trying to focus on our duties, then without peace of mind, we are always constantly distracted. And the moment we are constantly distracted from performing our duties, then even our performance keep on deteriorating. And the moment now our performance keep on deteriorating, then things becomes very, very tricky. The other aspect why we should always advocate for the peace of mind is the essence of ensuring that we create an enabling environment in whatever we are doing. Because if we don't have the peace of mind, even those that maybe are allowed us, they are always going to have and to realize that impact. Imagine a family, or imagine a situation whereby maybe the father or a mother, or even maybe the siblings, are having no peace of mind. They keep on distracting and disturbing others, and in the process of disturbing others, they just find that things are not running efficiently. And the moment now you keep on disrupting things now and then you create a lot of bottlenecks. And the moment now we create a lot of bottlenecks, then now it really creates what we may call the friction within maybe the family settings, or maybe within the workplace setting. So peace of mind is such an instrumental thing, and we should be able to ensure that we create it at all costs. I always remember most of the global leaders that have really talked about the element of peace. When they really talk, or when they really wrote books, like the Mandela, Nelson Mandela, like Mahatma Gandhi, they always focused, or even Mother Teresa, the Mother Teresa, you can remember her, guys. They really talked about the essence of creating the foundation for creating peace of mind and peace. Because peace of mind, they really, peace of mind, it's really something that is very important, that keep the world running efficiently. But when we don't have peace of mind, not only at the personal level, we also keep on disrupting even the national level. You know, things become very tricky, not only for the for the common man, but even for the leaders. So peace of mind is very important, and there is no way that we should underestimate the impact of peace of mind. So let's keep guys on looking for on applying the learned strategies on how to keep peace of mind, because once we learn that, then it will really become very fundamental for us to keep moving on in life in a very swift manner. Otherwise guys, thank you so much for always joining, for always contributing, and for always attending the lives. It has been real. We have talked about the peace of mind. God willing, let's meet tomorrow, same place, same time, and let us come and have another good conversation. As always, this is your #1 YouTube channel, Hawks Adventures. Guys, let's keep on supporting each other, and through God's grace, let's meet tomorrow, and may you have the peace of mind that surpasses human understanding. Until tomorrow guys, may you have an amazing time, and may God bless you all.